Hi and welcome to Fabric Bias. It is still March 2026 and I'm working on my second little project here. I did a bigger piece of towel that I'm making into something to put under for drying dishes. Hopefully it'll work out just fine. I've already got it in place. It looks great. And I had this second cutoff piece that I wanted to just do the same thing with. We're running to the store in just a minute, so I only had like 10 minutes to sew. So what I did was I just, my pile of pinks here, and my cat, hey, hey, and my snacks that I haven't eaten yet. Hey, look at me, look at me. Yeah, you're gorgeous. My race going on in the background there, which I turned down, so hopefully it's not too loud in the background. That's that buzzing noise, if you can hear it. But I just took my big pieces and I just stitched them together. I did stitch them at angles, which means I'm going to create more, not so much on this one, but I'm going to create more of like waist here, which is not great, but that's okay. I wanted to have, you know, a different look to it than straight on, straight on, straight on. So I have been sewing it at angles. And I've got these big pieces together. And I need to press it because I didn't have time to press it. I do have my iron on, but I think I'm going to have to turn it off and then press it when I get back. But I am going to put, actually I think I had this little peak out here, but I have a little overhang over here. So I think I'm going to stop at that point right now, get it pressed, cut it in half and reverse it. And then I'll see what I need to do these last little end pieces here. And I had pulled out, I don't know where they are. I have a whole bunch of thin strips already. They're not thin enough, but strips long enough anyways to make some bias out of this pink. And so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Set it aside because I'm about to mix it back in again. And yeah, make this really, really, really quickly, but first I got to go shopping. All right, I'll be back in a flash. Okay, racing going on in the background, and thought I'd show you this real quick. So I did get it all pressed. It looks good pressed, so I didn't make any mistakes in that regard. Usually I like to press first, but in a hurry on that. So I'm going to go through and trim off this excess here, particularly right here. I'm going to cut that off, but get this off because it's kind of getting in the way, and I think it's going to cause me to make errors with how these lay. I did tried to press towards the darker side. I did actually make a mistake on this one. This is the exterior, and this is the interior. That was actually a mistake on that one, but I like it. I like the look of this, and I wasn't really too fond of just how peachy this was with my pinks here. So I think it actually worked out better. Anyways, so, okay. I'm going to see where everybody is and see if it's time to leave, and then hopefully maybe I'll have some time to trim this edges at least before I go. I won't cut it because I don't want to make that kind of a decision, really, you know, without time to think about it. So, okay, I'll be back after shopping and trimming. See you in a bit. Okay, so I sewed a middle piece here that I want to put in the middle, and I've already got it all trimmed up and pressed down, and I'm just deciding on placement. So this is the piece, let's see, this was like this, and I just cut it apart to have two pieces, and I've decided, so I don't really want to go here because I don't want this next to here, so I think I'm going to go somewhere along here like this. Of course that depends on how it's going to fit on this piece here, because this is what I'm trying to cover. So I think what I'm going to do, there's my piece here. I'll put my middle piece in here, and I haven't trimmed it. Of course, obviously I still need to trim it, but I want to go at an angle. So it's actually pretty long. I might not need it that long. I might be able to cut some of that off. We'll see. Like that, and then this will go something like this, I think. Oh, and then I have a little bit left over here, but that's okay at an angle because I can just fill in a piece right there and then put this here like this, and then I'll have a little bit here to fill in, which is fine. If I turn it a little bit more, so I'm not going at that much of an angle, I could probably cover some of that. I only have to do it on one side. Something like that. So anyway, I think I'm going to sew these three pieces together and then position it how I want to, and then decide if I want to add more or cut off or where I'm going to go from there. But I'm definitely going to trim this down so I can stitch those pieces on. Actually, I think I'll just stitch it on and then trim it afterwards. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, so got that all sewn together. I like that, how that looks. I think that looks okay. I feel like I've got a little pooch here, but I'll try pressing it again in a second. And I think I want to go at an angle, so if I go slightly like that, this still fits. But when I cut it, I'll go ahead and cut it and see how it fits on. I'll quilt it on like I did the last one and see if it stretches out and kind of even it out from there. I don't think I'm going to add anything on. I cut this to straighten out since I put this on at an angle. I cut that from underneath, but I'm not going to add that on just yet. I'm going to go ahead and cut it like this, I think. That's going to get me my favorite pieces here. I like these pieces. And this, oh, I'm going to miss out on that color. Let's see if I go. Yeah, just barely. That's going to probably get covered in the binding. Okay, I'm going to give it a go. Take it off of here, cut it out, quilt it on, and then I should be at the binding stage. So I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so there it is. I have it. You can't see it, but I did quilt it. Maybe you can see it a little bit. I went and stitched as best as I could in the ditch here, and then I kind of found some other ways to stitch it this way, which you can't see, which is fine, perfect. And then I stitched all the way around the outside, you know, it's all trimmed up and everything like that. And then I have this pressed and ready to go. I only had to, actually I had two really long pieces, so I only stitched two pieces together. And I think I have way more than I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna start getting that stitched on and it'll be done in a flash. See you in a sec. Ta-da, it's done. I seriously goofed on this one. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought that was a stitch. I sewed the binding on the wrong way, so I ended up stitching it, folding it over to the back side, and so I had to be really careful. So I kind of, once I got it clipped into place, I flipped it to this side and put my presser foot down so I could see where my stitching was going to land on this side, and it looked okay. I actually think I did okay. I mean, you can see a little bit of bubbly right here. I went too far here. It's not perfect. Let's go with that. It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good. And it's just an extra anyways, just one I made for fun because I had this little extra piece of here, and of course I have a ton of scraps on that, and I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I'll probably put it, I don't know, next to the other one. And yeah, or take it upstairs and use it for my cats. There we go. All right, that's it. I hope you like it. I hope that wherever and whenever you're at, you're having a great time, and thanks for watching.